Well, welcome to the 39 days of July 2020. Here we are on day 18. I just want to let you all know right away that song you were just listening to, if you're just tuning in, and if you do tune in at a later time, the backup vocal, the ha, ha. Anyway, that was Sunday Wild with Reno Jack. Yeah, speaking of Pat Temple and the HiLo players, eh? So anyway, here we are. This is the 39 days of July. And I know some people, some friends of Pat's from other than the Duncan area are going to be watching. And you're saying, what is this, the 39 days of July? Well, it started out about 16 and a half years ago when I opened up a place called the Duncan Showroom. It was at the garage at the time. And it was designed to have people like Willie P. Bennett, like songwriters that no one was ever actually, you'd go see them, but people were always talking in the background because it was usually in bars, right? So we opened up a non-alcohol venue, listening venue. So people came in the room, sat down and listened to what the performer had to say, go on the journey that a performer could take them on. And at the end, everyone would feel real happy and we could split up the money and everybody went their way and it was a fun time. And as time went on and as the audiences started dwindling a little bit, we decided here at the showroom we would start streaming our shows, you see. And we started live streaming because we figured that would be an added value because the numbers are going down for live performances. So we kept on doing what we've been doing. Now we're going to fast track or backtrack a little bit. Along that line, I happened to become the president of the Duncan Cowichan Festival Society because no one else was around. And me and our treasurer, Rick Martinson, took it over and put together a small board of directors and took it from a 10-day festival to a 16-day festival into the park. And then we did a 31-day festival. And then it was time for the Centennial Project to take place, and I wanted to make sure we made a big bang with our buck, so I pushed it up to a 39-day festival. That was from long weekend to long weekend. If you add it up, it's 39 days, from the Friday to the Monday. It was a little ambitious at the time, and it didn't make much sense to let you know that if you put a whole PA out there for lunch hour, you don't take it down for 3 hours and then put it back up for an evening show, right? So we ended up programming the whole day from noon hour right through till 8 o'clock every night, 7 days a week. On Saturdays, we added an extra hour in the morning so we could do Zumba. We added extra evening. On Wednesdays, we put extra shows in the city square. Sundays, we started off early as well. We really pushed the limit just to see where it could go. Now, along the line, I think it was the third anniversary of us doing that because, first of all, the city wasn't too sure they wanted to let us do it, but the people who were coming to the shows thought it was a marvelous idea because it was free to the public. Most of it was music they'd never heard before, so they came and honestly listened. And it meant that it was very inclusive to all peoples, right? And it was heartwarming to see who was coming and who was showing up on the second year and the third year. It was in the third year where I had a stroke about 16 days before showtime. Ooh. And I was managed to get the schedule put in and then rushed to the hospital to deal with my stroke. And while I was in there a couple of days, it turned out that Dr. Ted Cadillac, which is what we call him, got a hold of my friend Georgia, my partner, and said, hey, I think I can help Long John out. And sure enough, we had both run venues that had closed on a similar day. I restarted mine. He came over to the island, had been around, and when he heard it, we knew about each other, but we had never actually met. He picked me up from the hospital when it was time to get out. We came down here. We did about 4 or 5 dates in the showroom upstairs, and then we put it into the park. And on the third day, I put a headband on him because I realized this guy's not going to leave our tribe. And here we are coming up now to our 9th annual 39 Days of July. And that's like, what, we start off at 340 shows. Now we're up to 360 shows when we do it outside. And because we couldn't do it, we had to relocate it and bring it down to only 285 or 292, I think, slots for this year. Oh, well. But we're doing it indoors and we're live streaming because that's what the Duncan Showroom did. And there was no way that we were going to not do this festival, you see, because when a festival can get to a 10th anniversary, like that's huge, eh? That's really huge. You can put that feather in your cap and go, all right, we did it. But you can't get to the 10th if you don't do the 9th. And this is the 9th annual, so we had to come up with it. And it didn't, like right away, there was no question in any of our minds when we said, hey, full stream ahead, let's just go do it. And we all agreed to do it. We convinced our board of directors at the Duncan Cowichan Festival Society. I want to thank them very much for doing that. And we went forward to the city, and we convinced the city that it was okay, and some of our funding was still there. And we hope for a lot of donations. So from wherever you're watching and you're enjoying what you're going to watch tonight, please make sure you make generous donations. You'll see it on the bottom of the YouTube and on the Facebook. It's all got mentions there on how to do it. It would really help us to support what we're doing. It's about making music available to everyone. And right now, people can watch it in the luxury of their own homes, imbibing on the beverages they want, inhaling the fresh air of their choice, wearing the clothes that they want, or no clothes, or whatever, watching it from whatever. It's kind of a unique way to do it, and I think it's the way of the future. I'm starting to see a lot of big major theaters out here, like the performing theaters, all starting to buy equipment, and they're all trying to figure out how to do it. And folk festivals now are doing half days just to make sure that they can keep their name in the mind of everybody. But we, the 39 Days of July, full stream ahead, have been going at it right from the beginning. We're on day 18. And one of the things we ran into is that some of the people we wanted to bring couldn't make it because of COVID-19, right? We had Camille Miller, who was booked here for 3 shows throughout the festival. Every time she comes over to Canada or back to Canada into this area, we always have her at the festival. This year she got stuck in Singapore. So she did a live broadcast. She did a live broadcast specifically to us, and then we've put it on the air on the Monday, our Mondays at 9 series, and she watched it on the chat line so we could actually interact with her while it was going. It was cool. There was a little bit of sinkage problem going on, and you'll figure it out, but we got it all worked out. The next week, our boys had all gone down to the Folk Alliance last year, down in New Orleans. I couldn't go, but they did. They represented us quite well down there and made a name for us as telling everyone that we are probably the longest music festival that we know of in the world. But when they were down there, they met up with if anyone who's been to a Folk Alliance, like there's 3,000 performers all trying to get your attention for all hours of the night for little 20-minute slots. They happened to catch something on their ear, King Margot. And so we were able to get them, they're from Nashville, but they happen to be in Vermont. So they did a show for us and sent that to us, and we broadcast that last week. This week, it's Pat Temple and the HiLo Players. Next week, it's going to be Moulette from England, who've also played our festival a couple of times before and played the Duncan Showroom. And then Fabian will be doing it on the last Monday of the month from Argentina. So it's kind of a neat idea. Here we are not only just live streaming, but we're taking a special concert made up just for us for the 39 Days of July, rebroadcasting it, and the chat line's open. I know some of the guys are watching. As a matter of fact, I know that Rob Foreman was watching our Rockabilly Day the other day. We were having quite the conversation on there. I was able to give him a shout out too. And so it's kind of a new way to get this whole interactive thing going on. And we try to figure out that, well, we kind of believe we're doing it the best that can be done right now. And I think you're going to understand why when you watch what we're doing right now tonight. Fat Temple and the HiLo Players have been a friend of mine since 1991. We've done some touring. We've got some stories. We got to where we are. We're still playing the game. And Pat's still recording. He's got a new album out. You want to check that out. I got 5 coffees here at the showroom. It's been kind of neat. People are liking it. He's going to play some of those tunes tonight. He's going to have a lot of fun doing it. And take care, Pat. Let's hear what's going on. Take it away, guys.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm Pat Temple. We're coming to you live from our home in Ontario and teleporting to Longevity John's Duncan Showroom on Vancouver Island. Pretty amazing that we can actually pull this kind of things off, you know. Thanks to our friend Andy Pride for helping us out with the sound and the video cameras and all that. There's a lot of wires in here, I got to tell you. There's a lot of stuff going on that you don't see, but we're happy to be part of the 39 days. I mean, have you guys ever heard of a festival that's 39 days? That's the longest. It's got to be a record, eh?
Is it?
Might be. I mean, I haven't heard of one longer. Have you, Rob?
No.
All right, well, let's kick it off with a little So Long Gone. 1 and a 2 and a 3. here's a little So Long Gone. That's our HiLo theme, the HiLo players. The guitar man, Kyler Tapp's got on the Telecaster. And the one and only invincible Rob Foreman on the stand-up bass.
I can't die.
You know, if you're playing a stand-up bass sitting down, it's not really a stand-up bass. What is it, Rob?
I'm not sure, Pat. I guess it might be a cello. Man,
Yeah,
what's
we
up,
get that a
Duncan?
lot. We get that cello thing a lot. It's an inside joke. Okay, you know, it's the cello thing, right? But you know, as many of you have heard, we've got a brand new record out, and it's called Slanted Road. And right up here at the corner near our place is a road called Slanted Road. So go figure. Thought that made a great title for an album. That's how it came about, and you know, we're going to start off with one of the tunes off that. It's called I've Got a Boat, and it was co-written by my nephew, who's 9 years old. We were at the lake, and he came out from swimming, and he said, Uncle Pat, I got this amazing idea for a song, and he sang me, I got a boat, but my boat don't float no more. And I went, wow, that's pretty sweet.
It is pretty sweet.
Pretty amazing for a 9-year-old kid. So, you know, a few months later, we got together, finished up the tune. And, you know, the irony of it is I got a boat, but my boat don't float no more is his lyric. And his name is Noah. Coincidence? Could be, you know. I got a boat, it used to float. And I got a boat, but my boat don't float no more. Well, I used to sail the 7 seas and eat a lot of disgusting canned peas. Well, when I feel the sails in the breeze, I feel so happy and free. I've got a boat, hey, but my boat don't float no more. Well, here I am stuck on the shore, and I can't go boating no more. I miss my boat so much, all over creeks and quirks and such. I got a boat, hey, but my boat don't float no more. Well, I'm feeling pretty sore, like someone hit me with an oar. I guess somebody slammed my door, and I can't go boating no more. I've got a boat, hey, but my boat don't float no more. Well, I'd love to sail the ocean blue. I love my boat so much I got a tattoo of a sailing ship and an anchor too. And I miss my boat, it's true. And I've got a boat, hey, but my boat don't float no more. My boat was tough, she could never fail. She could withstand any mighty old gale. Now she lies there like a beach whale, and I fear that she'll never sail. I've got a boat, hey, but my boat don't float no more. No more, no more. I've got a boat, but my boat don't float no more. I got a boat, yeah, man. I wish I had a boat, you know, but my boat don't float no more. I love that. Noah, thanks so much to Noah for that. That's awesome.
Good one, Noah.
It's a goodie. Well, you know, I met Longevity John through our mutual friend Willie P. Bennett, and Willie was one of the inspiring forces of Canadian songwriting and singing, a beautiful baritone voice and incredible tunes. And we recorded one on our last record. I guess that was, what, 2014, Robin? I think
so.
Quite a while ago, 6 years ago since that last record, called Day for Day. And this is Willie's tune that we cut that we love to do. It's called If I Could Take My Own Advice. 1, 2, 3. You told me yesterday I was on your mind. Call me on the telephone to tell me that you're fine. Still you'd like to cheat on me if you could find the time. It wouldn't be this way if I could take my own advice. All the people in this town, they laugh at me. Joke about our kind of love that's anything but free. Cause you know we're better than the world's paid the price. It wouldn't be this way if I could take my own advice. Well, I never thought loving you would cause me so much pain. But every time I ask myself if I'd love you more again, no one enjoys a broken heart. You meant it so damn nice. Wouldn't be this way if I could take my own advice. Every time I ask myself, I find I love you more again. No one enjoys a broken heart. You meant it so damn nice. Wouldn't be this way if I could take my own advice. Take my own advice. Take my own advice. Got to take your own advice. Take your own advice. Take your own advice. Yeah, you got to take your own advice. Don't take my advice when I'm telling you to take your own advice. You know what I mean?
That's confusing.
It's kind of confusing, yeah.
A little confusing.
You know, we're on tour, and I'm always giving these guys some really good, bad advice. I'm the bad dad, I guess you'd say.
True. Mm-hmm. You do.
Maybe a little tuning's in order, but
yeah, go check it out.
new strings and all. But I co-wrote a few songs with Willie back in the day, and we recorded one on the new Slanted Road recording. And it's called "Is That a Man or a Fool?" And Willie had this tin can, like one of those tea cans, like for Oriental kind of a scene on the tea can, and he would cut out lines and put in the tin can, fold it in half, and then you'd reach in the can, you'd shake it up and pull out a line. And this line, "Is that a man or a fool?" got pulled out of the hat. It's kind of like a fortune cookie kind of a thing. We love this tune. Is that a man or a fool? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. There's miles of highway, weary and forlorn. He stops at a roadhouse to call her on the phone. The waitress's blue eyes touch more than his soul. It's a taste of temptation worth the shame that is born? Is that a man being a fool, or a fool being a man? He's a blue collar, tired but true. He's hauled heavy loads over rough roads. He put his kids through school. Spent more time worrying than making plans. Yet he'd always been faithful to the ring on her hand. Is that a man being a fool, or a fool being a man? He's walking a fine line, ready to fall on lonely blue nights. How those blue eyes can call. He'd always been faithful till fate took his hand. Is that a man being a fool, or a fool being a man? Being a fool, or a fool being a man? Being a fool, or a fool being a man? Being a fool, or a fool being a man?
Yeah, baby. That's how we do it.
That's how I was doing.
That's how we do it, Pat.
Yeah, you know, that's a good one. Is that a man or a fool? Well, we're gonna do a little Tbone Ali. You know, we're in the van, and we've always got a guitar out in the back of the van, and Kyler usually is the guy that's back there playing for us, and he played this little tune, and you know, I recorded it on my phone, and then a bunch of months later, I wrote these lyrics, inspired by a whole other story. It's called Tbone Ali. I do believe I didn't see it coming. I didn't know what knocked me down. I got up, my adrenaline pumping. I didn't see nothing and no one around. Well, I asked myself, how could this happen? I said to myself, you know better than that. I shook my head at what I saw right above me. The street sign there read Tbone Ali. Well, I was Tbone, down up Tbone Ali. Just another casualty for the Tbone tally. Well, all along I thought we were headed for a lover's ride out to Lover's Lane. Yeah, we took a wrong turn and dead-ended. Now my ribs are aching with heartache pain. The moment I saw her, I should have thought about what my old man said. Don't drop your guard for even 1 second. Love will steal your heart and hurt your head. I was Tbone, down up Tbone Ali. Just another casualty for the T-bone tally. Down on Tbone Ali, just another casualty for the T-bone tally. Well, I'll lick my wounds and rub my eyes and roll on out to the countryside. I'll roll all around all the hills and valleys and forget about my trip down Tbone Ali. 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about. Be careful, boys. You know, I'm going to give you some bad advice now. Be careful, Rob. You might get T-boned. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, these fellas are great to travel with, and Kyler's a great songwriter in his own right, and so is Rob, and we're going to get Kyler to sing one right now. It's called Love That's Hard to Find.
Right. Guess it's me.
Well, I was broke down, baby. I was low down too. Sunny days felt like rain, gray skies formed blue. You came knocking on my door. I've been knocked down 99 times before. I was a fool I couldn't understand. Now I'm your fool and I'll be your man now. Good sweet thing, you give good loving. Sweet thing, you give good love that's hard to find. Sweet thing, you give good loving, yeah. My heart's made up my mind. No more searching, baby. Looking for someone to keep me warm tonight. My fire's burning. I won't be waking, holding my pillow tight, 'cause you came knocking on my door. I've been knocked down 99 times before. I was a fool I couldn't understand. Now I'm your fool and I'll be your man now. 'Cause sweet thing, you give good loving. Sweet thing, you give good love that's hard to find. Sweet thing, you give good loving, yeah. My heart's made up my mind. It's Friday night and I just got paid. I'll pick you up and I swear I won't be late. I'm in the mood and you're looking fine. I just can't wait to get you home tonight, yeah. Sweet thing, you give good loving. Sweet thing, you give good love that's hard to find. Sweet thing, you give good loving, yeah. My heart's made up my mind. My heart's made up my mind, yeah. My heart's made up my mind. My heart's made up my mind. Sweet thing, you give good loving.
My heart's made up my mind.
Sweet thing, you give good loving.
My heart's made up my mind.
Sweet thing, you give good loving.
My heart's made up my mind.
Sweet thing, you give good loving.
My heart's made up my mind.
Sweet thing, you give good love that's hard to find. Love that's hard to find. Love that's hard to find. Love that's hard to find.
Yes, indeed. It is hard to find love.
Nice one, Kai.
You bet. That's a great tune, Kyler. We love that tune.
Love it.
What about you, Rob? Are you going to sing us one? What do you think?
Yeah, let's do a little California.
California. Rob's from California, you know, but a lot of people don't know that. He's a California cat. You bet.
I've actually lived in Canada longer than I lived in California at this point, so I think I'm from Canada. I'm from all over the place. But the West Coast, for me, is the best coast. And I'd like to shout out to all my West Coasters out there in Duncan. You know who you are? Talking about Long John, talking about Ted Cadillac, Tim, talking about Trevor, Georgia, Malachi.
Yeah.
Everyone down there at the showroom, you know. This is great. 39 Days of July. I really wish I could be out there.
Me too.
But I wrote this because I'm from California, and it's just sort of my backstory in a way. Hardware girls, you know, talking to you. This is it. This is a song, the West Coast song, my West Coast song. It's called California. And I'm just going to do a little intro here. Remember that?
Like so, yeah. Before.
Kind of ran it a little bit before we started recording, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens right now. All right? See what happens. See what happens. All right, here we go. Well, that's why they call me California. That's where they wanna go. Well, that's why they call me California. That's where they wanna go. Well, I was born and raised in the East Bay, but ain't nobody know. I got this doghouse space beside me. I'm making okay dough. I got a doghouse base beside me, and I'm making okay dough. When I put this doghouse base down, well, I'm standing all alone. Yeah. Well, I was born in the West, then I moved to the East. Baby, let me tell you what it's like on them streets. They call me California. Yeah. Well, that's where they wanna go. Well, I was born and raised in the East Bay, but ain't nobody know. All right, now you can take it off the leash, man. Yeah. Well, my friends in jail are dying. They're living in hell, you know. Well, I got friends in jail are dying. They're living in hell, you know. Well, I ain't heard from them in so long. I'm talking about Lee and Joe. Stop again. Well, I was born and raised and then I put on a plane. Baby, let me tell you where I got my name. They call me California. That's where I wanna go. Well, I was born and raised in the East Bay, but ain't nobody know. Nobody know. Ain't nobody know. Ain't nobody know. Ain't nobody know. Ain't nobody know. Said ain't nobody know. Said ain't nobody know. Woo! Kind of like that, a little bit of rockabilly.
Yeah.
It's cool. On the record, I did my record, Quick Shifter's record. Lorwood's is a different band. We'll talk about that some other time, Duncan. Pat helped me engineer and produce my record, and it's still going to be out eventually, but it's a Quick Shifter's record. That one was on it, and my drummer was playing like a halftime sort of beat with the brushes.
Yeah, it's
So
very cool.
it translates a lot different when you have drums, but this rockabilly sort of idea is really great too. Back to you, Pat.
Great tune, love it.
Thank you.
You know, well, here's another one off the new Slanted Road record. It's called The Reaper's List, and this was inspired by my friend, Al Black, who's he used to play drums with us. He played snare drum on the last record, and he was always saying, well, Pat, we're moving up the page. We're getting up to the top of the page, so that's what this is all about. The Reaper's List. You started me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Try as I might, I get a terrible fright, counting off the days of my life, thinking about the past. We knew it wouldn't last. It all rolled by so fast. Be what it may, got to be grateful every day. You get to live and love this old life. You can try to resist, stomp your feet, shake your fist. Baby, you're moving up the list. Well, I just got the call. Another friend walked down the hall that leads to the tunnel with a light. And in the end, we'll miss that friend, and we'll hope we'll meet again in paradise just beyond our sight. Sometimes I get the feeling it's a reeling kind of feeling. What if there's nothing more we're dealing with? Heaven and hell have served the rulers well to keep us under this spell. So if you're feeling hollow and suspect you're being followed by that hooded man with the sickle and a list, you can try to resist, stomp your feet, shake your fist. Baby, you're moving up the list. That's right, you're moving up that list.
No dodging that list.
Nope. We're all moving up that list, yeah, for sure. Well, you know what? They say that a lot of the big hit songs are co-writes, and there's a few co-writes on this, but the one that I think is really the hit potential is this next one we're going to do, and I co-wrote it with Michelle Rumball, folk singer from Toronto, and this is called Delia. She had a friend, and they had a child and named her Delia, and she came back from Nashville with this lyric idea. So
Such a lovely name, too.
It really is.
it is.
It's a great name.
One. Delia, she can steal your heart away. She can steal your heart away. I see you in summertime, in your dress so blue. The sunflowers sway in unison and make a path for you. The birds that fly, they sing for you. Hear their beckon song, the sun that shines to warm your face when the rains have gone. Delia, she can steal your heart away. She can steal your heart away. She can steal your heart heart away. The trees that blossom in the spring stand witness to your tale. Your dreams, your wants, your wishes will be answered and unveiled. Delia, she can steal your heart away. She can steal your heart away. She can steal your heart, steal your heart, steal your heart away. All right, Kyler Tapscott playing that beautiful guitar there. Yes, indeed. Well, how about we do one song at a time, boys?
Let's do it.
That's how
You
we
guys
do
remember your parts to sing?
Yeah,
So,
All right. Okay.
figure it out.
Here we go. Here we go.
yeah, I think so.
Start it up there, Rob.
Right, here we go. Here's the big old bass count in with the slapping and the popping and the jovial, the good old times, the G minor.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to go down that route. Okay, here we go. 1, 2.
Sky went violet on this August night. The sun went silent like any other night. Last light of summer slipped over the side. The moon is waning and so am I walk the streets, ease my mind, one song at a time. I see this life rolling by, one song at a time. You got to live every life.
Spotlights circle high above the street, gathering people in their shuffling feet. The midway's buzzing, there's action around. The traveling carnies are back in this town. They survive, running rides, one song at a time. I see this life rolling by, one song at a time. You got to live every life. You do.
Rollercoaster and the Ferris wheel. Two lovers trying to make it real. They had the summer close to their hearts. Lovers love in fits and starts. Passion plays the sublime, one song at a time. I see this life rolling by, one song at a time. Got to live every life.
It's a new day, it's a new song. That roller coaster keeps rolling on. Yesterday is dead and gone. I remember where I was when I first heard that song. Every word, every rhyme, one song at a time. I see this life rolling by, one song at a time. You There we go.
And the crowd
Well, you know,
goes
we got
wild.
time for about one more, but Rob already, mentioned the thanks to everybody. Thanks so much to 39 Days for having us. Long John, we love you, man. Keep it going. We're just amazed that you're able to pull off what you can pull off. And Tim and Trevor and Dr. Ted, Georgia. It's just awesome. We're so glad to be a part of it.
Yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah, for sure. And we wish we were there. I have caught a few of the shows, and Chris Whiteley, that was a great show, and the piano player he had on there, Wilma, was really amazing. That she had a kind of a set list of parlor tunes that were so rare and obscure and beautiful. It was really amazing. So that was really great to have that in the archives, John. Well done. Well done, Wilma. So we'll do a little I'll Be Back, I guess, and call it a day. Here we go.
Send this one out to the Terminator.
Troubles come and go like the mountain caps of snow. Melt to the valleys below and feed the rivers that flow. The silver bird is taking me home. I hear the mighty engine roar, and our clouds, they are at war. And very soon the rains will fall, but I'll be back. From you I have learned, well, love knows no reason, and I will return. Yeah, I'll be back. Farewell to you, my friends, and to the times we had. I know our hearts were spent, and I don't want you to be sad. Well, there's a balance, I know. Struggles come and go in this mighty tug of war. There are no winners, that's for sure, but I'll be back. I know where I belong. Yeah, love knows no reason, and I won't be gone for long. Yeah, I'll be back. Well, there's a mystery I know. Two souls collide, and so we pick them up and let them fall. We did not let go of it all. And in the vision of all things, there's a world out there that screams, crying hopes and loves and dreams. Sometimes I just have to live, but I'll be back. From you I have learned, well, love knows no reason,
Wasn't that something special, eh? My goodness. Pat, that was awesome. Now, the great thing is I know all the boys are up in awake right now, and I want to let you know, you guys, I know I had told you this, but I don't know if you noticed, but I actually trimmed my half beard. Yeah, I did. And the other thing was that no one really noticed was that I put it on the other side of my face. Yeah. You know, knowing you guys are some of the best that's ever happened for me. I'm sure glad we got a chance to do this. And what a wonderful Pat Temple, or Pat's Temple. By the way, it was Pat Temple that gave me that moniker, Longevity John. Yes, Pat Temple. That's what I always do to him, Pat Temple. Many a time in the early days we were hanging out, people were asking me if my last name was Baldry because it was Long John. Is your last name Baldry, or do you play guitar? And that's when Pat quipped up one day, hey, no, his name's Longevity John. You can call him Long for short. You just can't call him short for long. Thanks, Pat, for that. I've worn it ever since, and I wear it with honor. Hey, and Kyler's playing tomorrow at 5 o'clock here, virtually again, doing his show as part of our Blues on Tuesday, kind of doing a country blues version, because we don't usually get, people don't associate it. There is a kind of a country blues genre out there. So if there was, I think it was last year on our Wind Down Wednesday that Kyler was out here. And by the way, Kyler, all the boys in Funky Lowdown said hi. I told them that you were going to be doing it, and they said, that's cool. They sure did enjoy playing with you last year. He came out to do a set on his own and ended up playing with the next band. We just had one heck of a good time. Hey, and Rob Foreman, thank you very much for tuning in and all you do. And Pat, you know, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for what you did. And this is cool. And that venue of yours, it's just looking awesome, man. And it sounded great. And to your tech, kudos, kudos, kudos. Keep that up. You know, this is going to be the way of the future.
Yeah, man, you're doing good, kid. This is Ted Cadillac telling you that.
Yeah,
so.
you know, this is like, we're leading the forefront once again, Pat. That's the way it is. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This is the 39 Days of July. It does end day 18. Tomorrow at 5 o'clock, Kyler, we will be halfway through the festival. We will have done 18 and a half days, almost a full 19. That's when we switch and it starts going the other way and we're on our way out. Yeah, only 19 days left after that to continue the festival. Did I tell you how much fun we have out here? Yes, Duncan, the Cowichan Valley, a rather fun place to be. You all take care. Love you all. Keep a smile on your face, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Dreamt of a girl, pretty and true. She took my hand, I took hers too. We were about to make love, as lovers do, before we could kiss. I woke up blue, now I much rather be sleeping, much rather be dreaming, in a bed on a couch in the grass in the summer breeze. This world is cruel, dark and gray. When I'm sleeping, I dream it away. Dreamed I had wings like a birdie in a tree. I went to the skyline, get a look at the city. Oh, I flew so high, my head in the clouds. But I woke up shackled, with my feet on the ground. Now I much rather be sleeping, much rather be dreaming, in a bed on a couch in the grass in the summer breeze. Now this world is cruel, dark and gray. When I'm sleeping, I dream it away. dreamt of world peace and an honest living in the name of God. No acts of killing, despite all race, distinction and color. We came together as sisters and brothers. I'd much rather be sleep on, much rather be dream on, in a bed, on a couch, in the grass, in the summer breeze. Oh, this world is cruel, dark and gray. When I'm sleeping, I dream it away. This world is cruel, dark and gray. When I'm sleeping, I dream it away. I wanna hear you clap your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, it's pretty good.
Thank you, YouTube and Facebook. This has been day 18. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll be halfway through at 5 o'clock tomorrow, and we'll still have another 19 and a half days to go. Hi, Donna. Thanks, Pat and Rob and Kyler. This is 39 Days of July, signing off.